The story of Timun. In ancient time, in a village in central Java, there lived a middle-aged widow named Srini. He lived alone since he was killed by his husband a few years ago. Because he did not have a child, Srini really hopes for a child to attach to her loneliness. However, the hope was vanished because the husband had died in the war. He can only wait for a miracle to come to get a child for the sake of the rising his hopes day and night. He always prayed to Almighty God to give a child. One night, the hope came through his dream. In his dream, Mosreni was visited by a giant creature who told him to go into the forest where he used to look for firewoods to take the package under a very large tree. When waking up in the morning, Mosreni hardly believed in her dream last night. Could this miracle happen to me? Asked him into, but the middle-aged woman tried to ward off doubts that were in her heart. With enthusiasm and hope, he immediately went to the forest and headed for a place that the giant had shown in his dream. Arriving in the forest, he immediately looking for a package which was under a large tree. How shocked he was when he found the package he took was a baby, but it turned out that it was only a cucumber seed. His heart again wondered, what does the giant mean give to me a cucumber seed? He muttered to himself. In the middle of confusion, without realizing it, suddenly a giant creature stood behind him, laughing aloud. Srini was very surprised. Forgiveness, giant lord, don't eat me. I still want to live, asked Srini. Don't be afraid, old woman. I will not give you a favor. A favor. Don't you want a child? Asked the giant. Right, Mr. Giant, Srini answered nervously. Then immediately plant the cucumber seed. Someday you will get a daughter, but remember, you have to give that child to me because when she grow up, because I will make it my meal, said the giant. Because his desire was so great to have children, Srini subconsciously replied, "Okay, the giant, I'm willing." After Srini started his ability, the giant disappeared, and he immediately rushed home to plant the cucumber seed in his field. With hope, he always cared for him with great affection every day. 2 months later, the plant began to bear fruits, but strangely, only one fruit, and the more days, the cucumber fruit is greater than the cucumber in general. The income is very different. After the cucumber cooked, Srini was picking it and painstakingly took it home because of weight. How shocked he was after splitting the cucumber. He got a very beautiful baby girl. When he will carry her, the baby suddenly cries. Then Srini gave the little baby name Timun. Since that moment, the excitement always radiated on his face. Timun must become his favorite child. The day went on and on, the moon changed and the years changed. Timun must grow up to become a beautiful girl. One time, Timun and his mother prepared to go to the forest in search of firewoods. Suddenly, there was a strange sound and shocked the earth. Apparently, that sound was from a giant who wants to college promise. Timun and his mother immediately moved home, but quickly the giant arrived in front of his house. "I come to college the promise," said the giant. "Please give me a little time. It is very small and not tasty to eat," Bok Srini answered. "Are you sure you won't break your promise?" "No, she's still very small, Petey," replied Bok Srini. Finally, the giant agreed and went back into the forest. Back to that. When the giant asked that, "Are you sure you won't break your promise?" That the giant asked. Timun is getting more beautiful and more mature, but the pickup time is getting closer. Bok Srini almost felt very anxious and afraid because he did not want to part with her child. He was looking for a way to save her daughter. Bok Srini goes to the valley of the hill when the excited are. When he arrived, there a hermit gave 4 small packages that have different contents, including cucumber seed, needles, salt, and the last package contains shrimp paste. Before returning, the exit does not forget to tell about the benefit for the package. Arriving at home, Bok Srini immediately explaining how to use the bundle to Timun. Finally, the giant came to his house. He asked Bok Srini to come out and hand Timun. Before leaving, he told Timun to run as far as possible, and after feeling safe, he went out to meet the giant. Timun must run away to hear you arrive here," he said. "What? Are you not playing with me, right?" asked the giant. "No, he left earlier," he explained. "Quickly, tell me where he went," bullied the giant. "I don't know." "Forgive me," answered Bok Srini. Hearing that, giant was angry, but he had a tall body and like he saw Timun and immediately ran after him. But Timun immediately sprinkled cucumber seed. Miraculously, the seed grew into a very thick cucumber landing. Hungry giant ate all the cucumber and casing back. Before being able to approach, Timun immediately tried a needle made of bamboo. As soon as the needle turned into a very thick bamboo forest, the monster was in pain because a lot of bamboo stamped and injured his leg. After successfully getting out of the bamboo forest, Timun rushed to capture the third package, namely salt. In the sea of salt, turned it into a vast sea of lakes. But because the giant could swim, he managed to pull power. And Timun, who was frightened, sprinkled the last package, which was a miraculous shrimp paste that turned into a boiling mud. The mud managed to down the giant, that he disappeared. Finally, Timun could live calmly and happily forever. And the story is and